forest, where the only sound is roaring engines and screaming chainsaws. We're not just cutting wood, we're fighting a battle with every massive tree. Blood, sweat, and sawdust. Welcome to the world of chainsaws. Welcome to the world of Wood Channel. The giant crane stretched its muscular arms through the foliage, holding the suspended tree trunk. Each heavy log was cut off and lifted with incredible force and precision. A massive tree, towering and strong. But today, it meets its match. With the mighty Husqvarna chainsaw in hand, the operator begins the first deep cut. The blade bites through the solid trunk with raw precision. Step by step, notch by notch, the giant starts to give way. And then, a final roar, and it crashes down. Power, control, and respect for the forest. This is timber work at its finest. In the middle of the shady forest, a large tree trunk had been cut down and lay on the ground. The worker bent down, carefully dragging a measuring tape along the trunk, marking the sections, each section of the correct length. After marking, he started the chainsaw, the engine roaring. He began cutting each section along the marked line, the saw blade digging deep into the old wood, sawdust flying everywhere. Each cut piece of wood fell to the ground neatly and evenly, as if measured by a machine. Just one careless moment, a kickback, a misjudged branch, and disaster strikes in a heartbeat. The worker grips the rope tightly, climbing steadily toward the treetop. The chainsaw, strapped at his waist, is drawn, roaring like a wild beast in the forest. Its blade meets the bark, slicing through branches with precision. Each limb falls one by one, controlled, deliberate. This isn't just work. It's a balance of strength, skill, and fearless resolve. A group of workers are cutting down a giant burnt tree in the forest. Meet the beast, the Husqvarna 3120 XP, one of the most powerful chainsaws in the world. With ease, it slices through massive logs and thick stumps like a blade through butter. No hesitation, no resistance, just raw cutting force. The operator moves with confidence, controlling every angle, every cut. This isn't just wood cutting, it's domination. Precision, power, and performance. Husqvarna 3120 XP delivers it all. The sharp chainsaw screams to life, biting deep into the tree trunk like a blade tearing through old timber. Wood chips scatter in all directions, spinning with the fury of each rotation. In mere seconds, the tree is brought down swiftly, crashing. In the snow-covered forest, where icy winds whisper through bare branches and the ground lies hidden beneath a thick white blanket, a lumberjack prepares for a powerful moment. He stands firm in the snow, gripping a sharp chainsaw with practiced confidence. No words, only the growl of the machine and the bite of steel into frozen wood. The blade carves deep, the solid timber cracks with sharp echoes piercing the winter silence. In mere seconds, the massive tree begins to tremble, tilts slightly, and then crashes down with finality. A thunderous sound rolls through the forest, a declaration that man and steel still reign, even in the harshest cold of nature's domain. Flames wrapped around the tree, glowing orange and red like ghostly ribbons in the wild. The young man, rather than fearing it, seemed to dance with danger itself. Each swing of the axe landed sharply, but the scorched trunk gripped the blade like it refused to let go. One strike, and the axe was stuck, frozen in place. He struggled, pulled hard, every muscle tense just to free it. The fire still burned, and the game with flames was far from over. The massive tree trunk burns fiercely. Flames rage, devouring the wood, as thick smoke seeps and curls outward through every crack. The fire roars like a final breath, consuming what once stood strong. Workers used hammers and wedges to fell a giant tree in the forest. The bark has been completely stripped from the tree, revealing smooth, pale, solid wood beneath. The lumberjack approaches, guiding the chainsaw with surgical precision into the exposed trunk. Tension fills the air, only the roar of the blade remains. The wedge is driven in, followed by a powerful strike, and then crash. The tree gives way, falling in one final act of surrender. Before us stands a massive tree towering, unyielding. The lumberjack approaches, gripping his razor-sharp chainsaw. It roars to life with force. Each cut is clean, deliberate, carving into the tree's heart with surgical precision. On the opposite side, a wedge is hammered in, each strike echoing like a war drum. Tension builds, until finally, crack. The mighty tree collapses, crashing to the ground like a fallen titan. In the middle of the forest, a large tree was smoking, possibly from a lightning strike or a fire at the base. The worker was wearing protective gear, a chainsaw in hand. He made a clean cut into the cracked trunk, white smoke billowing from the rapidly spinning saw blade.